Push the live button. And we are live. Hello, everybody. How are you
Hello.
doing? If you're new to my channel, my name is Tamara, and this is a place where I talk about writing and books and coffee and often tacos. And today we are joined with one of my favorite people, Carol. Carol, would you like to tell people who you are and what you're doing? And I'm going to try to remember to share this.
Yeah, my name is Kara Brown. I'm an urban fantasy author for a couple of different publishers. I am here today to work on what was supposed to be a novella, and now it's just a novel, and I'm just embracing this at this point. So that's happening. I have a book out called Queen of Swords and Silence that's available on Amazon. If you are interested in taking a look at that, you can look at the free sample, see if it's your cup of tea, and then purchase it. And then if you did, maybe you could leave a review. I'm just trying to get 50 of those by the end of the year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And let's see. I thought that there was a place to like a share this video link.
Usually there is. It just says it's just like the triangle with the three circles, and then it pops up with the different places where you can share it, and then one of them is a direct link.
Huh.
Do you want me to find it for you?
Yeah, I guess.
I got you. I got you, sis. I got you.
What the heck?
All right, Tamara Woods. Going to the channel. Where am I?
All right. Well, while we're figuring that out, hey, Persephone, how are you this morning, afternoon? Hey, Aphrodite. Whoa, Nicole with the H is hero time. What's up, girl?
Okay.
I've fallen down the best rabbit hole.
I saw that Michael said something in the chat, but it didn't come through on my end. Why does it always do that to Michael? I don't understand. All he said was hi. There it is. Okay.
There he is. Hello. How are you doing today, Michael? Hi, Ryan.
Nice to see her again.
Hello, Unique Diva. I don't think, me and Unique Diva, we go way back. But I don't know if you've ever been to one of my streams. So welcome.
Yeah.
So this morning, you guys, we have been doing a morning walking routine, and it's real hard because one, neither one of us are anything near to be morning people. Oh my gosh. And I mean, really, that's just it. We're bad at mornings. And so this morning, since I had the live stream, we couldn't actually delay. So we got up at like 6:30, and we were at the beach a little bit before 7, and we went for a little walk. And we saw monk seal. There was like this huge monk seal that was just setting itself on the beach, which happens often. And they'll put like caution tape and cones around it, and you're just supposed to let them live, and then they'll kind of crawl back into the water, so to speak, and go about their business. So we saw that, and there was there were people who were surfing, and we were walking back to the car, and I didn't see anybody, so I grabbed him, and we were doing silly couple dancing, and then we kiss, and then I hear this little voice laughing at us, and I turned, and there's this little 4-year-old little cutie who was waving and laughing, and her family was laughing, and then I was super embarrassed because I don't like to do public displays of attention. I didn't think anyone was looking. I was like, oh man, run away.
That's so sweet, though. It's sweet.
I mean, it was cute. It was one of those moments where He's just gently amused, like, oh, there she is, being all super embarrassed. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I'm going to die.
I did send you that link in Discord, by the way, if you need the direct link.
Excellent. Because I like looking at the actual chat proper, because then if there's stuff that doesn't, come through on this side, I can approve it. Doing okay. So is Ken, getting ready to be with family for Canadian Thanksgiving on the weekend. I'm glad that your husband's doing well too. Canadian Thanksgiving. Do y'all eat turkey on Canadian Thanksgiving? What do you have? It sounds so lovely. A morning walk on the beach. It was. It's so pretty. Even though it was still hot. I don't know why it was still hot. Like, that's rude. Hey, Jace. I wasn't fully paying attention. Didn't realize you'd switch subject. He picked up the seal, danced with it. Well, I mean, that would be hilarious. But I'm pretty sure the seal would kick my ass.
Yeah, they're not super friendly about that.
No, they don't want to be bothered. I don't blame them. They're just out there trying to live life,
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So there's the link to the YouTubes. All right, so 20 minutes, you guys. Let's do 20-minute sprints today. I have it written in days, so.
Got stuff to make up.
Yeah. And click like if you want to, everybody,
Algorithms and stuff.
And share it. Share this. Let's get some new people here.
They're having lamb and ham as the main meats. I have tried so many times to get in the lamb. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just not a mutton person, though.
I like lamb. We've had lamb sometimes for Thanksgiving instead of having turkey, because it's just really hard to find, like, even a small turkey breast is a lot for two people.
Mm-hmm.
So you're Canadian too? The ham and potatoes and stuffing and so much more.
Potatoes. That's one of the rewards I gave myself for writing benchmark for Nano, like potatoes. I love my.
Oh man, I want scalloped potatoes and ham now.
I just want some kind of hash brown.
I don't eat turkey ever. In its place, I eat lasagna. Lasagna is really tasty though. I love some lasagna. That makes me think of Freya just wanting to take a walk and finding a dying woman. Hope you walk with better. Yeah, no dying people on the path other than me sweating too much. That was a reference to Wiped Out. The link is in the description if you want to read it yourself. It's free on Kindle Unlimited, and I think it's 99 cents otherwise.
I like that plug. You just really slid that in there.
I mean, I gotta say, I was pretty proud of that one. Like, oh, she's professional. You're right. All right.
You're a lot better than me. I just kind of come out of the nowhere. It's like, oh, by the way, buy my stuff, please. Thanks, bye.
Deuces. Right. Put up my little productivity.
With every purchase, you get one free high five in the air. There you go.
All right, let me get my productivity app up. My timer's up. Forever. That's every time I think of that dang on song. And I have been super demoted, and I don't care. What's everyone working on? I forgot to ask y'all.
Yeah, what y'all doing?
I am still doing the newsletter magnet story, and I think that I probably have like 15,000 words that I need to write. So that's the plan, y'all. One day I will learn not to just pop in midstream, keep coming in at the strangest parts. I think that that's inevitable with us.
We'll always have like some weird conversation going on.
Yeah, it's always gonna be a little weird. We could all take marketing lessons for Tavera. I wish. I
I'm
wish I was better
really
at
good at marketing other people's stuff. I'm bad about marketing myself. My self-advocacy skills are pretty low.
All right, let's see what everyone's working on. Alec is drafting Shameful Scars. That's such a poignant title.
It's
Sounds
definitely
like,
intriguing.
yeah. Like, can't you see that as like the title for an album
Yeah.
or a
It'd be
poem? Feels very artistic.
I feel like it would be like some kind of You've got me thinking about this too much now. I'm like, if I was a song, what kind of song would Shameful
Well,
Scars be?
so CJ's working on her nano outline.
Yay!
Hi, Aphrodite. Wait, show the thing. Still working on website. I should get it done today. Fantastic. Jace is working on the trash chapter for Saturday's release. I had to pause my novel to do that. Ooh, that sounds interesting. What's a trash chapter? I'm ignorant. Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Ooh, we have a question for after the sprint. What is a good type of story to use as a newsletter magnet? Well,
What do you write?
so and you want to do it for after the sprint? All right. Well, we'll come back to it then.
Okay.
I'm going to see if my story, The Sorcerer Elf, will inspire me to write something today. Sounds good. I hope it does. Cutting and stitching. I get you. Drafting Kiss of the Arctic, still forever. The whole series ends in scars. Oh, dang. Doing another read through of a work in progress in my series. Right on. Cleaning my apartment right now, but after that, I'm outlining for Nano.
I need to clean my house.
Me too. I'm working on moving my office to a new room. Ooh.
Oh, that's no rabbits in there anymore? What?
Yeah, we're not going to have any bunnies.
You can't do this to me, Dana.
A chapter of an online erotic story equals a trash chapter.
Oh. I've always heard it called a lemon or a spicy chapter. Maybe that's just in the circles that I travel in. Oh,
My circles aren't that cool. They don't have any type of nickname for it. Oh, get better. Get better at being cooler, you guys. Me.
Oh, we got rocket ships. Yes, rocket ships. That's so much better than one I keep picking. Like, we're going to be boring, guys. We just got a little timer. That's it.
Oh, I guess we're going. It happened so quickly, so abrupt. I wasn't ready. And here we are, back at it again. How did y'all do? What did you do? Share with us. Share your progress, your struggles.
Give us your tears.
How'd you do, Miss Caro?
I got 703 words.
Well, gee whiz.
What?
I was not expecting a number that big.
Oh, well, I'm kind of rewriting. The reason it's turning into a novel instead of a novella is because my antagonist was not very well defined, and so as I flesh it out, like I am right now, it's not novella length anymore. So I just gave up on the novella. It's like it's just another novel off to the side.
I hear that. I wrote on my morning pages, and then I started in with the novel. And I'm at this point, I was just kind of trying to remember what was happening in this chapter. So I wrote a few words, but not very many at all. Other than the morning pages.
We were supposed to talk about reader magnets for newsletters for Nicole with an H, if I remember right.
You do, and let me find it.
I can remember some things. I can. Like every time we go to this coffee shop, or every time I go to this coffee shop with Writing Wife, she's like, I'm supposed to remember something, but I forgot. And I was like, you don't like the lattes here. And she's like, okay, I'm not getting a latte. This is our relationship.
So with newsletter magnets, first of all, if you are unfamiliar with what a newsletter magnet is, it's essentially a freebie to try to get people to sign up for your newsletter. And it could be anything. I'm sure you've seen people offer webinars. There's sometimes people will offer a few chapters from their book. And sometimes people will write something completely separate that's like a bonus. So it could be a bonus chapter. It could be a short story, poem. You could do whatever you wanted. If you, let's say, for instance, you were a cozy mystery author, like myself, but your cozy mysteries have a lot to do with cooking. Let's say your protagonist was like a baker. You could add, as a newsletter magnet, you could give away recipes that are mentioned in some of the other books, and they would be right there in a little freebie for them. You know, and really, I would say that what makes a newsletter magnet useful is that it is something that would entice your readers, and it ties back in to what you're doing. So sometimes people do, they'll create maps and like do cool character designs and have that as something to go with it. Especially, let's say, if you're writing something that's high fantasy. So those graphics would be really intricate and beautiful, because they always are. So envious of that. Like, those covers would never work with the cozy stories, but those covers are gorgeous. They draw me in all the time. So with me, I decided to write a story that involves backing up. Within my world that I'm creating, there's 3 cousins. There it is. There's 3 cousins. And I wanted to write a story that showcased all the cousins that are kind of important in my story landscape. But I wanted to make it a little bit different. So I decided that I wanted to write about them when they're a little younger. So it's kind of like a prequel, which wasn't an intended thing. And I really urge you that if you're going to write a prequel, write it before you write the first book.
Everything else,
because I really screwed the pooch with that. But it's going to be fine. I'm going to go back into book 1 of book 1, which is Murder to Spare. I'm going to go back into that and drop things so that it all makes sense. That wasn't part of the question. That's my own struggle. But yeah, so newsletter magnets, it's a freebie, and it should be something that would tie in with what you're already writing, and something that would be of interest to your reader. And it doesn't necessarily have to be exclusive content, So, but I think that it's kind of cool if it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just because then, they can't get it anywhere else. They have to get it with your newsletter. And
Yeah.
like once I have it finished, I'm going to, of course, give it to people who are already subscribed to the newsletter and stuff like that. And it'll be offered in different places and stuff, and like in the back of the books to get people interested in signing up for the newsletter. If you want to know more about newsletter magnets, Writers Workshop did a conversation about, oh my gosh, Newsletter Ninja. Thank you.
I got you.
So, and that's the book that we read. There's a link for that talk if you want to check it out. It's in the Writers Workshop playlist. But I really do recommend that book. It is
It's a great book. Yeah.
so
Great.
helpful. And I've already pre-ordered the follow-up. So I'm excited to see what new things I can learn. And now that I have literally blathered on for days.
Do you want me to also add my 2 cents on that?
Yeah.
For my newsletter, what I do is I actually put in the short stories that I publish on Amazon. I put them in the newsletter for free. So I'm providing like some kind of freebie. But I only do that 4 times a year. So once a quarter, I put in a free short story, because if I try to make short stories every week, I would not be writing any of my other stuff right now. So there are other things that I do try to put into the newsletter as well. Like, so for example, one of the things that I'm doing on the side right now is I'm working on like a tarot project where I have all the characters from my books as a tarot card. And so I will put those into the newsletters as like a cell phone wallpaper or, something like that. So just kind of something that's themed back to you. And it can really be anything. And then I saw that Aphrodite asked a question about how do you get your newsletter to the masses and where do you post the link? I try to mention my newsletter link anytime I have a video. I also post about once a week on Twitter about it, because if you post too often on Twitter, people just start to ignore it. But if you do it occasionally, it will pop up a little bit more. And then I also have it on my author website as well. So that way when people are coming and looking for me, they'll see a thing that says newsletter, so they can click on that and put their info and sign up that way. So.
And have it as a link in your description of your videos.
Mm-hmm.
Have the Patreon, mention it to them, see if they want to sign up for it. Have it, you are pretty active on your Facebook. You can mention it on your Facebook. Mm-hmm. If you, and of course in the back of your book, you can have links to it. As an indie author, you can go back and add that to your book and it won't be a problem. And, some people do things where they'll have, like a card that has a code on it that people can use, and you can give out in IRL, and then people can use that code to sign up for your newsletter. So there's tons of ways to try to get out there, and that book talks about that a bit more. All right, so I'm going to go in here and see.
You have somebody that's talking about protecting individual privacy. Just to let you know, with most newsletters, anytime you have one, you do have to have a privacy statement somewhere on your website. So it's kind of right above here.
What are you talking about?
In the comments, there's somebody who's talking about the privacy when it comes to the newsletter magnets. Yeah, they can be tricky, but as long as you've already got like your stuff like disclaimed on your site, you're fine. Like I got that from a lawyer, because my publishing company is in London, but I'm in America. So like I always have to confer with them when I'm about to do something for my reader magnet, just to make sure that I'm not violating anything.
Well, and since even as American authors, we still have to go along with that, because a lot of us have people who are subscribed in different countries.
Yeah, so it is something that we are aware of. And it actually does talk about this in this book a little bit as well. So not to buy the book, guys. Just buy it. Like, we didn't write it. Just buy it, okay? We're not making any money off of this.
Yeah, there's no money made.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to go through it.
And do your thing.
Yeah.
Good tangent. What are we going to talk about next sprint, guys? Somebody make a question.
I bet you Nicole has a question already that I haven't gotten to yet.
No, I've been watching. I haven't seen anything else come up yet. We did have somebody come in the middle of the stream when we were all quiet.
Well, I was trying to say hi, but you keep stopping me. All right, so Alec got 452. Michael got 324. CJ got a character description done. Chase got 148, which is awesome. Wendy got 164. Nicole got 157 words plus some rewriting done. Awesome. The Naked Firefly got 833. Phew! The last time I saw you, you were getting ready to move. Have you already moved? How's that going? Persephone, 115. I was picking out ambient sounds and got getting situated. Perfect. What are you listening to?
All right.
I made tea and cleaned my kitchen counters. Oh, I need to clean my kitchen counters.
We got a clean period. I got to vacuum in this room. I got to do some more stuff.
I got to vacuum. I want to rearrange some things so I'll have more room. Hello, Jocelyn. It's my first time here. It was a little weird hopping in the middle of a word sprint. Everyone is silent. Yeah, that is weird. We're doing 20-minute sprints today, and the next one's going to be pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
So
the only reason we mute ourselves is because we have things in the background that we don't want to distract people with. Like I have 3 hound dogs that howl and bay, and you can't ignore it. So I just mute myself for when they start.
Yeah, and I just,
You have airplanes. I've heard your airplanes.
I have airplanes. I have neighbors. It's morning here. It's like 8:50 in the morning, so you never know what you're going to hear. What are our hosts working on for NaNoWriMo 2019? Well, thank you for asking. I need to make a video about that, but I think that I am going to be writing Beachbound 2, the follow-up for Beachbound 1.
I'm finishing up my romance. Like, I have to turn it in by the end of November, so I figured NaNoWriMo was that extra push I needed, so.
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Nicole's question. Okay, new question. How the heck does someone write 800 words in 15 minutes?
Quickly. Very quickly. Usually having a high, typing word count helps with that, too.
And it just made me laugh. It's like, same, girl, same. Ocean sounds. I love the sounds of the ocean. I wish that I could have ocean sounds in the forest. That would be like the perfect... I'm not big on the beach, but I love forests. I mean, my last name is Woods. I couldn't help it.
It's okay. I was just ironic at that. Ocean in the forest.
Yeah, She wants what she can't have.
She wants a square that's also a circle.
That'd be... I mean, but how cool would that be, though? Right?
It would be cool. It would be.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Enough of my blathering. I guess we're doing this.
Only if you want to.
Why is it blinking? Are you okay, timer? I don't know if it's blinking on your end. All right, so 20 more minutes.
Rocket ships.
Boom. How'd y'all do? What'd you do? I just realized a thing for my Nana project. So let me write this. Kara, if you'd like to unmute yourself. Yes, you have to unmute yourself. Yeah.
I was getting there.
Then everyone immediately unsubscribes and closes.
No.
Right in. They're like, we want none of this.
Oh, none of these crazy authors in our lives. I got 666 words that time.
Whoop, whoop. I just figured out like a plot point that it's going to be a cool twist.
I love those.
Okay.
I had one of those yesterday. And it's kind of dark and kind of twisted, and I really liked it. So I immediately had to stop everything I was doing and write that scene out. Which is kind of awkward when you're trying to have a conversation with your husband.
I'm going to guess that this ain't his first time at the rodeo.
No.
How it goes.
Like, I'll just be having a regular conversation and be like, I'll be right back, and I walk off. And he's like, okay, honey. He's such a great guy.
I have a very annoying habit of I'll start talking in the middle of my thought, and then my poor fiance has to try to figure out what the hell I'm talking about. And sometimes it really is just me thinking about my plot, and then I'll be like, but that probably wouldn't work, would it? And he's like, is that for me?
Are you talking to me or somebody else? Or
he's like, is that for me? And I'm like, well,
maybe
if you want to sit there for a few minutes while I work this out verbally.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, hold on a second.
So what's our question this time? Somebody asked a question, I'm sure. Ah, Dana watched the same video I did. That was great.
All right. Now I really want to finish this newsletter magnet so I can start this story. Yes. All right.
Motivation, baby.
Let's see.
No, don't start. Dogs, man.
I mean, snacks are bomb.
I'm hungry.
Oh, with me, I just figured out that thing. I'm going through this chapter and trying to see stuff that I need to fill in from like the other books, essentially. Since this is a prequel, and I've made this more difficult for myself than it was supposed to be. So now it just is what it is. But it's cool. So I'm making notes so that I can know what I need to go back and kind of research, like names of tertiary characters that I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Small things.
Yeah. So Persephone came in at 300.
Well done.
Alex hitting 350. 350. South Park reference, very old. Wendy 138. Jeans 175. Had to set up the scene. Wonderful. Michael 360, and I prepared the formatting for the next chapter. Fantastic.
Nice.
I'm writing at BDS Placey. This is fun. Jeez, 182. I chatted and got sucked into socializing. Oh, those people with their words. Schwartz run. 597 words. Yay! Wendy started laundry. Man, I envy having laundry at your home. I hate having to go to the laundromat. Wine. Jocelyn 398 on an outline for a novel for work, a ghostwriting job.
Ooh.
I was like, for work? What? But ghostwriting, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Aphrodite, I was on Facebook, so if only that would count for word count. Nick at Firefly 760 this time. Whoop whoop. How in the world can you get the erotic bits during a live stream? I tried getting into the mindset with company. I'm always in the mindset. Laugh. Oh my god.
Reindeer, no. Ignore that dog in the background. Mac, no. You just go back and lay down. You're in doggy prison.
You haven't had breakfast or lunch. Sounds like you need a snack. Not even coffee. How are you functioning? What is this?
No.
I haven't eaten yet, but y'all are probably familiar with this big stupid coffee cup. And I drink my morning Atkins shake.
Yeah, I actually haven't had coffee either. Like, I think the first thing I did when I woke up was start editing the podcast for today. And then, yeah, that's all I've done.
Alex eating chocolate chunk cookies. BDS pastries, seeds, and cookies. I mean, you got it all going on.
You gotta have cake and eat it too.
If you would have said pie, I could have taken that and like it entirely.
I know.
I don't write sexy scenes while I'm live streaming because I have to be able to get to the scene, and having honest audience makes it weird.
Some people are into that though. I mean,
if it's a BDSM scene, I can see how that could. All right.
I saw tacos.
I don't have a washer. I have to use the apartment washer and dryers. Yeah. We have to go to a laundromat down the street. So it's like pack up all the detergent and the this and the that and then get the bags of clothes and blah, blah, blah and drive. And it's a pain in the butt. Everyone, including hubby, is asleep. Ooh, so you're like foot loose and free for the moment. No wonder you're getting all the words in. You're like, yes, a moment to myself. I'm doing it.
That's gonna be me next week because my husband's going out of town. I was like, what am I gonna do if you're not here? Like, am I just gonna write all day?
If you ever want to do writing sprints off camera, just hit me up. I'm available. Is this where you saw tacos?
Yeah, I have tacos, yeah.
And I had tacos last night.
Amy sent me a picture of like this taco buffet thing. It was like just like this long table full of tacos. And I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Like, you know, I haven't had tacos for a while. I'm going through jitters, guys. Look.
It would be different if you were writing especially if you make the same faces your characters make. What movie was it where he was making his own face? What was that?
A bunch of them.
Oh, I was trying to think of it. Like it was a specific comedian doing the thing, and he was like, oh, this is my O face. Office.
Don't ask me. I don't know. I just know a bunch of them do it.
Office. I can't think. I hate it when I can't remember the name of stuff. I petitioned for Taco Thursdays. Motion carried.
That was easy. That was the easiest choice we've made all day. Taco Thursday on it.
Yes. Well, I have leftover taco stuff, so I can literally do this, and I'm going to because I want to eat the good stuffs. Office Space. Yes. Thank you.
We have you.
Office. There's an office. My old brain can't think of words. Oh my gosh. That was like one of my favorite parts of that movie. It was so good. Did you see the foods you're not eating right with tacos? They put a lettuce leaf at the bottom so breaking shells don't. What? They put a lettuce leaf at the bottom so breaking shells don't.
I just assumed if I shoved it in my mouth fast enough, it wouldn't be a problem.
That is absolutely brilliant. Holy crap. Whoa. But we have these soft, like corn tortillas, and we've had them for a little bit, so they're already starting to like tear apart, you know. So it really is a matter of shoving them back into my face. I'm back with popcorn now. I want tacos. I mean, we're bad influences.
Yeah, we're like buy this book, eat tacos. What's next?
Write a crap ton of words. Also drink coffee and
I
have water. Oh, hey, if you guys haven't, click save
Oh, shit.
stuff.
You're
Save
right.
everything.
Oh my god, save it. You're so right.
Save all your stuff.
Don't be like me and lose 2,000 words.
It's like, what, 2 days in a row?
Yeah, I was like, what's happening? I had to rewrite everything from memory. It was horrible.
That hurt my feelings. I was like, no!
Carol, you're better than that.
What is going on? All right.
Yeah. Just
Are y'all ready?
I'm
Y'all ready
ready.
for this? Oh my god. So ridiculous. And I'm sorry.
We're so extra. We're not sorry about it.
Okay, maybe. No. Nah, not really.
I'm extra and I don't care. Where's the spice latte? Give it to me.
Y'all, so we're gonna be releasing the next episode of AuthorTuber News, the podcast with all of your AuthorTube needs. Maybe, no, that's not right. Anyway, we're gonna be releasing that later tonight, so be on the lookout. The link for that podcast is in the description, and also the link for your pre-order sign up so we can give AuthorTube shout outs. So
yeah, we definitely need more of those. I mean, not that we don't have a lot, but we didn't have any for today and made me sad.
Yeah, that sucked because that's like one of the best parts is to be able to give you guys a little light and, you know, help you out a little bit. It's not like we have a big platform, but damn it, it's growing. So eventually this could, like, you know, really do something. So the link's down there. Let us know when you are releasing something new and we will tell the world. All right, that's enough self promo. Let us write some words. 20 minutes, y'all. 20 minutes on the clock. Did I have not shared this screen yet, so.
Only if you really want to.
Oh my god.
You could be like, no, today. Like, you all just have to imagine it. The rocket ships are flying. There's planets everywhere.
Self-actualization. All right, I'm going to click start. Let's do this. 20 minutes. Make it your best 20 minutes ever in life, or just do something. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. Time
We're
is
back.
up.
We're back.
Hi, Lisa. As long as you make it, you're right on time. I
Yep.
figure we will probably do. Do you have time to do one more sprint?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So we'll be doing one more sprint. So you'll at least be here for one entire sprint if you're still here. How'd y'all do? What did you do? Let us know in the comments below. How did you do, Kara?
I got 790.
790. Boop,
Yep.
boop. I just realized an issue with the plot, so that was good. And I figured out a thing to do that will like connect well with follow things that are going to happen in the book that I'm going to write for Nano. I really hate vague booking like that. Like it's so annoying to me, but I just don't want to.
Stuff and things happen, guys. Stuff and things happen.
Stuff and things happen in the X and Y, and then there's Z. Like I just don't want to be specific for anyone who's going to read it, and also because what if I change things between now and publishing?
Yeah, you're like, that plot idea wasn't so great. People are like, where's this plot idea that you mentioned? Like, it's somewhere in the universe. You'll see it one day.
Yeah, it would be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Lame. All right, let's see what everyone was talking about. Well, I'll start with the numbers. If I get 200 words to sprint, can I watch Freak Show and play my game? Yes. I totally
can't see how us telling you no would change anything. Like,
I feel like you might have already made your choice, but I'm going to say I support you in whatever you endeavor. Persephone got 570. Ella got 333. Jean got 125 and breakfast. Good for you.
Breakfast sounds amazing. Everything sounds amazing. Tacos, salad, anything. Food in general sounds really good.
Yeah. Wendy got 339. Jocelyn got 387 on the work outline. Fantastic. Nick and Firefly, 855. Phew, she's on fire. Jace, 284. Better, but not ideal. I need to do more of this with some dark ambient to get me in the murder mood. Murder, murder, murder.
I like murder. I like reading about it.
I like murder. It immediately ends up on a list.
Pretty sure my file with the FBI is pretty big right now.
Michael, 313. Nicole, 220. Woo, it worked. Huzzah. Whoa, things got intense. Savannah, 235. Man, you guys are killing it.
Oh, you guys are really rock.
Run, 337. Aphrodite did emails. Hey, admin is a thing, and we have to do it. Fantastic. Y'all are doing amazing today. I'm so proud of you and all the work that you're getting done.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I'm glad that you're here with me to help me get back into my whole writing routine. I appreciate that. I've definitely fallen off. But, it happens. The good thing about having this kind of like writing community where we're kind of supporting each other in, real time, so to speak, that it helps you, or at least it helps me to get back into it when I see that you guys are doing and you're writing and things are happening. And I'm like, I could do that too. Yay. Plus, I don't want to disappoint y'all and cancel a bunch of streams. That sucks.
I'm really bad. I schedule mine either like the day before or like the morning of. One day I'll get my stuff together and plan them all out ahead of time, but today's not that day.
I don't even schedule that much ahead of time because when I was doing that, people, they would like, so it would pop up in their subscription box and show it's, I have a stream that's happening in like a week or whatever. But then it didn't always pop up again when it was actually live.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, that's just, I mean, I know with me, I don't remember stuff a week later. Like,
I have a planner. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. My planner is back here. I can't grab it, but yeah. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll start. I was trying to schedule them like an hour in advance because I think that seems like a pretty good time frame so people can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I just hope that people realize this is the time I do it, and it happens every week, and I've been doing it for months and months and months.
Nicole has a question that I think we should probably answer it now instead of after the stream because we'll be tired and wanting food.
What do you do in between releases for marketing? Oh, wait, before we answer that, bye, Wendy.
Bye, Wendy.
Enjoy your show. All right. Do you want to hit this and then I'll hit it and then we'll quit it and sprint?
Yeah. So some of the stuff that I do between releases usually has to do with the short stories that I have coming out. Like I said earlier, I release them quarterly with either little snippets of like what's happening between the books or some background story. Like, so for example, the one that I have coming out for October is actually the story about how Ghost and Goodfellow met during the Salem time period. And that kind of fits the Halloween theme really well. So it's a little bit of world building and some other stuff. And then, of course, the other marketing stuff is that, you have to have like your images and you have to keep them relevant in your spots and all that. My workplace over at Otherworld Inc. usually has like something that they do weekly for me where they talk about the book and they mention it in their newsletter and all that jazz. Also, appearing on podcasts like this and advocating for yourself, or appearing on streams like this and advocating for yourself is another way to kind of do like an in-between marketing as well.
So my in-between marketing is a little weak right now. And that's something that I'm going to be working on in the future. But as of right now, I don't do a lot of overt things to market. I have my newsletter. I have the different groups that I'm involved in, doing this, being involved in other live streams and things like that. Just making my presence known and talking about my writing and my books a little bit here and a little bit there, enough to get people hopefully interested or intrigued by it. I try to do, if I find things like, I do author spotlight type of things, if I can find it on Facebook. Like last Saturday, I was featured in the, what is that group called? It was like Readers for Cozies, I think it's called. Mm-hmm. So it's like a cozy mystery reading group. So I do things like that to try to get me in front of more readers. And since I use Twitter a lot, I try to talk to people who are cozy mystery writers and readers and be involved in those conversations. And I created a Project AuthorTube challenge. And so during this month, we're doing on Instagram different posts every day that have something to do with not only NaNoWriMo, but also ourselves. And there's a few places in there where I can kind of put in a little bit of marketing for my books. I don't like to do a lot of overt things because I find personally that if someone pushes their books too much, then
it's obnoxious. It's really obnoxious.
It's a turnoff and it irritates me, and then I don't want to follow them. So I kind of try to be a little bit overt, but not too much. And it's a difficult balance. I will
Yeah.
say that.
Something else that you can do, I just thought about while Tamara was talking, is that you can talk to your local writing chapters. So last weekend, Writing Wife dragged me out of the writing cave to go to the writing conference that we had out here in Arizona. And I actually met up with 3 different writing chapters, one for romance, one the general, and then another one for indie. And so I ended up talking and networking with them, and I'm actually going to work together with one. Because they have writing chapters will usually have like seminars that you can go to and you can meet other writers, and they also will sometimes, depending if you're already published, will actually have you come and speak about a topic that you specialize in. So that's a really good opportunity. And obviously it's nerve-wracking because you have to get in front of a whole bunch of people and talk about something. But at the same time, if you are really confident in what it is that you're talking about, then it's going to show, and, people will, obviously look into you and things like that. Something else that you can do for the in-between marketing is word of mouth. I have a friend of mine who actually works at conventions, and so she talks about my book all the time at the conventions, which technically that's where a lot of my target audience is. So it works out really well. So if you can find some way to basically network with people and get other people to talk about your book, that's going to do you a lot of good. So.
Yeah, like I'm going to be attending the National League of American Pen Women, and it's like it's national, so it's like a national writers group for women, and it covers multiple genres. Because there's not really like a mystery group here, so, and I'm not even sure if there's a romance group here, like the Romance Writers of America, because a lot of people will.
That's just national. Yeah, that's just national.
But they have, in some places, they have like local
chapters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chapters. But I don't think that there's one here.
You could start one.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to.
Saying.
I've started a lot of things.
we have 2 more questions. Nicole has another one. I don't mind doing the Q&A. I think that's actually really useful for everybody here.
Are you involved with local like IRL writing critique beta groups?
Yes, I am.
She is. I'm not, because I just didn't find anyone that I jived with. So I know that there's some groups that do more of write-ins. Like there's the Shut Up and Write group, and that's a national group that you can find on meetup.com. And they do write-ins where you like go meet in a certain place and write together for a few hours, much like this, but not on the interwebs. And I do the local NaNoWriMo group, and they meet within NaNoWriMo, but they also do monthly meetings outside of NaNoWriMo where they get together and chat and write some together. So, but I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to try to actually do the IRL thing next month. I'm trying not to be a hermit.
There's nothing wrong with being a hermit, says the person that doesn't leave their house very often.
How do you find writing chapters?
Easy.
Meetup.com is...
meeting people. Okay, I thought you were like actually writing chapters. I was like, that's easy. What are you talking about?
So like meetup.com was really good for me. Looking up on the NaNoWriMo website, very helpful. A lot of times you can find out about local writing groups at your public library, because librarians like to keep up with that kind of thing. And sometimes at libraries, they'll have groups that meet up. Let's see. How did you find out about your local writing group?
So my local writing group I found through Meetup, and then with the writing chapters, you can either go to the library because there will be postings there. You can also, like, I went to the convention, and that's where I met a bunch of them last weekend, because they're there because they always want to have members, and because they're seminars, you do have to pay to go. So obviously there's kind of like a money incentive there, but they are really useful and beneficial. And then the other thing that you can do is that you hear about it from other people. So there's another chapter that's online that my publisher wants me to go and connect with. So I've already gone and done the extent and talked to them. But I mean, it kind of depends on what's working for other people. Like the chapters that I'm part of, I don't know if I would recommend that to Tamara, because one's like heavy romance and the other one's sci-fi, which aren't Tamara's genres. But if I was doing one that was a thriller mystery, I would probably pitch that to Tamara, saying, hey, there's this writing chapter that maybe you could be part of. And all she really has to do is sign up for the newsletter, and she's part of it. That's the club. So.
And like and depending on your genre, you can often find like national event groups that have local chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a National Mystery Writers Association. Is that the actual name of it?
That
feel
sounds
like
right.
it is.
I think it's mystery and thriller.
Maybe that's right. So, but Google foo. And so you'll be able to see if there's any local chapters. And like Hero said, if you want to, a lot of times you can hook up with the national thing, and then you can start a local chapter yourself. But I'm just not doing that because that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I hate saying go Google it, but you can go onto Google and say Arizona writing chapters, and all the Arizona writing chapters that are registered will come in, and I make sure that you do read them, because some of them do have qualifications, like you either already need to have a published work or you need to be in the actual area. I mean, they have the guidelines for submission, and to be part of some of the chapters or the associations, you do have to pay a member fee. So, obviously keep an eye out for that. So, and the reason that they charge you a fee is because they are providing seminars and services, and they do have to pay the speakers to come to these. And I like to say, typically these aren't like your average Joe that they grabbed off the street. These are people who've written already 10 books and they've already specialized in something. So they are paying this person to basically get on a plane and come and talk to a whole bunch of group of people.
Yeah, like the pen thing that I was talking about. I think that there's like the annual fee, and then there's like a fee if you go to the luncheon, but it's like at a golf course. It's pretty nice, delicious food. It's a good time.
I'm sorry, I was just looking at Nicole's comment. You may want to go check your local library too, and also go check coffee shops, because they do leave notices on the bulletin boards in there about if the groups do meet up. And one thing that you could do actually is if you started the meetup group and say, hey, I'm starting the local writing group and we're going to meet at this public safe space, because you usually want to meet somewhere public. You can do that, and you'll find that people will actually like show up because they want a writing group. They need feedback for their stuff.
Hey, Ren. And then Sarah said, I left the stream on when I went and ran errands, and you ladies frightened my coworker. Did she think we were the ghostess with the mostest? That kind of stuff would probably make me question my sanity. Like, am I hearing voices somewhere? What is going on?
Alec, you live in like second Mormon capital. You and I are both in Mormon capital. Finding people for your genre is a little difficult. And then when you find people who are interested, they're very special people.
I don't have anything to add to that.
Well, no, because I live in the same state, and we actually had somebody that came to my writing group that wrote what Alec writes, and this one guy in the group got super creepy over it. Like, we had to be like, can you like stop talking? Like, just shh. Like, write all your comments down. You're done.
Yikes. All right, let's do this last sprint. This one is for all the marbles. I don't know why it's bad. Anyway. Speaking of marbles, did y'all watch Jenna Marbles? Her video where she was celebrating hitting 20 million subscribers and she took a nap on camera.
No, I didn't see that, but that sounds like something she would do.
I watched it, and it was actually funny. And I was also watching it thinking, me as a old woman watching this 32-year-old lady take naps, like, this isn't what I pictured for myself, but I'm all right with it. Okay, we're here. All right, let's do this, y'all. The last sprint of the day. Or at least for this stream. Let's do this. Mm-hmm. Pressing start right now. Explosions. Stop sharing. How did y'all do? What did you do? What's going on with you?
Words and things. Words and things.
Bye, Bren.
I got 643 words that time because I had to go look something up and get a soda.
Oh, geez. Only 600,000 words? That's terrible. Sips water. He doesn't have tea. Hello. YouTube, like, hates me.
It hates lots of people.
Yeah. I mean, you know, facts. But I wish that notifications worked like they are intended to. I feel like more people would, you know, participate if they knew what was happening.
Very true.
And I'm sorry that you just got here because that was our last sprint. Aw, what a bummer. Hey, that is a start. So I'm glad that you found something, Nicole. I hope that you never know. You might find someone that you want to have as like a writing partner, and then, you know, you guys could meet like a little bit more often and have some people that you can hang out with outside of the group. What did I do? I took more notes of things that need fixing, and I thought of a marketing idea to tie together with some stuff that I did for another project but didn't end up using. So, cool. I guess our conversation about marketing helped. I think I burned my productivity for the day. That sprint was crap. Well, your other sprints were great, so.
Can't all be perfect. I should probably save this. There you go, my save.
Yes, everybody save your stuff. Saving. Jean got 300. Merged some older text. Excellent. Michael came at 418 words. Alec 447. Jocelyn 508 on this outline. I'm so close to the end. As soon as I finish this, I can work on my own writing. Fantastic. Nicole, I didn't get a notification either. Luckily, I know T does them on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Stupid YouTube.
Yeah, we try to mention it on Twitter, Facebook, Discord. We try to say that we're doing them everywhere.
Yeah, but today, because I literally just got home from taking our walk, and then I came over here to the laptop, and it was like Windows is updating, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So it was like down to the wire, and I totally didn't share links this time around. Oh, I suck. Oh, Naked Firefly 695. Hurrah. Schwartz run 238 did a delicious research about coquito to get my cats drunk but comfy. Someone's cooking bacon. Like, we're not eating pork anymore, so the bacon, like, that's pork.
Why are you not eating bacon?
Because my fiance wants to transition into be a vegetarian, and I support his efforts. So I was like, all right, let's start with not eating pork. But it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's fine.
Clutching my pearls for you.
It's fine.
My prayers are with you, Tamara.
Thoughts and prayers, everyone. Brianne, I didn't get to write it all, but at least my apartment is mostly clean. That's wonderful. I find that I think better if my area is cleaner. It helps. turn on one of those psychedelic light bulbs, dance around frightened, and let's be honest, traumatize my husband who's off work today. He will never stay home for work again.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Zebra. Sometimes I accidentally vegetarian because I forget meat. I think that's valid. At this point, I'm like stuff that I don't have to add meat to. I try not to, but it's really difficult for me. I guess I've always been a meat eater, but
Well, I hope that works out for you. I mean, I know my reaction was comical, but I mean, if that's something that you want to do, I totally support it, and I'll think about you every time I have bacon.
I mean that was touching.
I love you.
I love chicken and steak too. That's why I started with pork, but that was hard because with pork I really love bacon, but like other pork stuff, I'm okay with not doing. I mean, I it was a struggle. It gets harder before it gets easier with new meat. I promise. Cheese. Cheese. Yeah, he doesn't want to do vegan
Oh, okay. I was like,
because he loves cheese. I support your side. Thank you. It needed to be said. Carol, you need to have extra sympathy bacon for Tamara to preserve the balance.
I will.
You guys are wonderful and also terrible.
I did go vegetarian for a couple of years, and I mean, I chose to not be vegetarian anymore because of my dad. But I mean, like, it's just something that some people do, and sometimes it's a morale choice, sometimes it's a health choice. It's a number of different things. So
Yeah. I think with him, it's like it's a moral stance, and I respect it. It's just difficult. Plus, I want to learn how to eat as a vegetarian and still be very healthy, still have all my nutrients and whatnot.
I can probably talk to you about that off air if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Calcium and iron for women are important, especially when you get older. What do you mean? I'm a spring chicken.
You're younger than me.
I take a iron supplement, but not calcium. Good night. Oh, you were in Germany. Thanks for the spreads. It helps so much. I'm so glad. And you are definitely welcome to come back at any time. There's a link in the description for the AuthorTube Tribe write-ins. So Kara does hers like on Wednesdays. So you're more than welcome. And then tomorrow we'll be over at Sarah's doing her write-in. So yeah. Though I'm not sure if hers would be too late for you. You might be sleeping during that one. But yeah, link in the description, and that's in general for everyone. They just know if they come here, they better bring their phone. So you've been vegan for 3 years. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely not. Y'all can say almost anything you want, but this ain't it. Absolutely not. I'm not here for that. Don't come to my house with that bullshit. So all I gotta say is this was a great stream other than some old bullshit, but you'll have that because it's a platform where anyone can join in. And there was a lot of new people that came, and I appreciate you being here. I hope you'll come back because most people that show up are pretty cool. So, Caro, do you want to give your outro?
Yeah, well, my name is Carol Brown. I'm an urban fantasy author and a writer for The World Inc. and Three Face Press, and I came in here today to work on my novel that is no longer a novella. And I got some good progress on that, and I feel pretty good about it. I have a newsletter that is coming out at the end of the month, and there will be a short story in that. If you are interested in basically getting to read that for free, all you have to do is just sign up for the newsletter, and you should be automatically have access to that. What else? We have our podcast coming out later this afternoon. So it's on the AuthorTube news channel. So the only reason it's not out, at its normal time is because Tamara and I wanted to kind of go over it with a fine-tooth comb because we are talking about diversity in that a little bit, and we just wanted to make sure that the message is pretty clear in that. So,
and that we had our, our we've been canceled outfits ready.
Yeah,
for our apology videos.
We had to coordinate, make sure that we matched. We're not, but
wait a second. Yes.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Why, yes, we have a podcast called AuthorTuber News. There's a link in the description if you'd like to check it out. We have our first episodes already up, and like Kara said, our second episode will be uploaded later today. And if you have a book that's going to be coming out soon, we want to tell people about it. So there's a link in the description where you can give us all the deets so that we can talk about your book during one of our future podcasts. And if you have a pre-order, let us know. Or if even if there's not a pre-order link, let us know there's not a pre-order link and that it'll just be launching X day, and we can, do that.
We can still mention it. And, if you get a pre-order link, you can always resubmit and say, hey, here's the pre-order link this time. And then that way we can attach that. Don't feel shy about doing that.
Well, what I meant was if they don't have a pre-order link, then we're not going to mention it a lot in the future because people wouldn't be able to
pre-order, right? Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. I didn't say it correctly. And you guys are excited. Hooray. We do?
One of us wears gray, somebody wears red, then there's black. Yeah. My colors are anywhere between gray and black. So that's my color range. I'm not very creative. I feel like I'm missing something, and I'm not sorry about it.
I think that Persephone can get rid of people too if there's something that, because I wasn't looking. So is there something I need to get rid of?
I have no idea. I don't see it on my end, but I'm not on the chat. You know what? I just remembered it's spring. It's fall break for a lot of places, so I shouldn't be surprised at this.
Well, thank you, Persephone. You got rid of whatever I didn't see. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for looking.
Yeah, I hope you like it. We try to talk about current events that have to do with authors and things that basically affect our industry, these are things that Tamara and I are always talking about on the sidelines. And, Tamara was like, let's just do a podcast. And I said, sure.
And she's traditionally published and I'm an indie. So we have both sides of the spectrum covered. And of course, if y'all run across some news items that you want us to cover, like this month, Amy Tatsugaru, she suggested a topic and we ended up covering it. So you can send us an email at authortubernews@gmail.com.
Yeah.
All right. So my name is Tamara. And this is my channel where I talk about books and writing and coffee and tacos. And I do this every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time, which is where I am. I'm a cozy mystery author. I'm also a person who enjoys starting projects. So there's writer's workshop that happens at the end of each month where we discuss a nonfiction writing book in a roundtable way that has a playlist. We just told you about AuthorTube News podcast, which is our latest endeavor. Absolutely love it. And the third thing that's happening that only happens annually is Project AuthorTube, where we are helping y'all get ready for NaNoWriMo. And so, it's all for Preptober. And that too has a link in the description, or maybe there might not be a link. I can't remember. But there is a playlist that's created on this channel. And the fun thing about that is that at the end of the month, we are going to be doing a live stream that's specifically for Project AuthorTube on here. And during that live stream, we're going to be doing a giveaway. That's a package of books that our authors who are involved have so graciously donated. And also there's going to be books that the Writers Workshop have gone over. And we feel like these 3 ones will be the ones that will be the most helpful for you. And the Newsletter Ninja is on that list. So the only way to enter is to comment on our videos that are in that playlist. So 1 comment per video is 1 entry into the giveaway. I'm so happy about this. I'm so excited. I hope you are too. Everything that's been happening so far with it. These videos have been really cool. So much cool information. And I am hyped. All right.
Yeah, I've got mine coming out tomorrow. So, yeah.
And also there's weekly themes. So if you want to make response videos, you can. That would go along. You create a topic that goes out of that theme. Like last week's theme was why do NaNoWriMo? And this week's theme is planning. And, if you go to the playlist, I have all of that listed in the kind of welcome video. It's all in the description and whatnot and such. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to Waffle On and do a whole bunch of shameless self-promotion. But I am proud of this stuff, and I think that it's really helpful. And I want what I do to be of service. So that's why I come up with this different stuff. And I hope that you like it. I hope that you'll come back and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.